Look at Captain Wilson. Does he look worried to you?
He could be. We don't know. And we don't know it.
True. That's right. We'll stop them. We won't let them get this far.
Attention! Hugh, James, Smith, you are dismissed. Man your stations until further notice. Gunner, you and your crew, stand at attention.
Lieutenant, the British squadron's got 70 guns against our 18. But our men are well trained and we are faster than those tubs. We could use both of our broadsides to good effect if we could get amongst them.
Aye, sir. And from thence we could go out into the lake. But that would leave our harbor defenseless.
Not defenseless, Lieutenant Wells. Don't forget about the battery on the cliff. I'm sure Hugh Earl knows that we have Captain Camp's militia up there, but I doubt that he knows we have the 32-pounder.
I'd wager if we lured the captain of the British ship close enough, he'd soon find out.
I've been thinking the same thing. The wind has backed up to the north. That will bring them in faster. Bring us closer to the shore near the mouth of the harbor. We'll moor the brig there.
Aye, sir.
Once you're moored, make haste to get the starboard guns onto the ship. If Earl comes round, we'll use the larboard guns to deny him the harbor. Lieutenant Wells, stay here and fight the brig. I am going to the battery at the bluff. I will return if I hear your guns.
Aye, aye, sir.
Well, McMullin, you're a steady man, McMullin, and a good leader. I want you as captain in the long gun crew. You can add to your militia later. See Captain Camp about that.
Beg pardon, sir.
I will be up there with you, McMullin.
Yes, but sir, I'm sure that there are.
Are you refusing an order, McMullin?
McMullin, you know more about guns than most anyone else here on this ship. So what if you never fired a 32-pounder? You've been drilling with these carronades here on deck. Firing the long gun is not that different. I'll show you what to do. Then you can have the others help you load the cannon. I need a steady gun, a steady hand on that long gun. If I didn't think you could handle it, I wouldn't be sending you up there.
Thank you. Aye, aye, sir.
I need a good powder boy today.
Aye, sir.
Now, Rankin, I know you had your mindset of being the fastest and best powder monkey on all of the ship, but I will need you to be up there on the bluff with your brother on the long gun, the big gun. Do you think you can handle it up there with your brother?
Sir, yes, sir.
There's been a lot of hollering and chest beating around here in the last 6 months and talk of bravery and courage. Well, men, get ready, because the only courage that matters is courage under fire, and war has come to Sackets Harbor.
Artillery Company at Sackets Harbor.
Captain Camp, where is my long glass? Thank you. Only Royal George is moving forward. This is peculiar. What is Commander Hugh Earl up to? Perhaps in such tight quarters he's worried about barging into rocks or colliding with one another. Well, no matter. We will be ready for him. McMullin needs a few more men on his long gun crew. Captain Camp, do you think you could spare some of your ground militia?
Aye, sir.
Good. Also, Hugh and James are instructed to stand by. You can have them start hauling up cannonballs from the armory.
Aye.
Rankin McMullin.
Aye, sir.
Now, Rankin, your job is to start carrying up powder from down at Oneida. Remember how you were trained?
Sir, yes, sir.
We'll have to make do with 24-pound balls. It's hard enough to fire a 32-pounder with balls that fit. 24s and a 32 is just inaccurate.
Sir, the ladies can speak.
Yes, of course.
Actually, Captain Wilson, we think we have a solution to that. If we use this material to roll packed tightly, the smaller ball is made large enough to fit the larger cannon.
Near perfect calibration, if I must say so.
Good. We will need everyone available to help Mrs. Vaughn and Mrs. Camp with the cannonball raffle.
sir. We have plenty of powder at the blockhouse you can use. You needn't trek to Oneida.
Aye.
Where is that powder monkey? Rankin, McMullin?
Here, sir.
Now, Rankin, you can start loading up powder from down at the blockhouse instead of Oneida. It will be faster and safer.
Yes, sir.
Whoa, she is mighty close now. McMullin, get ready to fire the long gun.
Aye, sir. You and James, fall in. James, put the charges into the gun and ram them into place with this.
Aye, aye.
Hugh, take this carpenter's awl and stick it through a vent. And buckle on the top powder bag when I give the signal.
Aye, aye, sir.
I need someone with muscles to load the cannonballs. To pick them up. Brutes, front and center. Rankin, you're just in time. Front and center. You are going to find one solution. Any air sparks to prevent them from catching fire. Then move this powder farther away.
They're nearly in range. Prepare to fire.
Aye, sir. Stand back before we fire. This gun will jump and it will send back scraps of wadding and burning flannel from the powder.
They all worked together to prepare the long gun for firing. The women continued to rack the cannonballs, but they kept rolling away from them. This made it a bit difficult for the strong men to lift the cannonballs. Hugh and James and Rankin did their part, but still there was trepidation because they wouldn't know if the gun needed to be raised or lowered until after they had already fired. Although it was on a pivot, it would still take everyone's strength to move it in any direction.
They are within range. Fire when ready, McMullin.
Aye, sir. Hugh, light the slow match.
The slow match ignites the train, then it is only a short time before the flame reaches the fine powder on the breech of the gun, down through a hole bored inside the barrel, and then...
Ooh.
Darn it.
That's a good start. Moving target is hard to hit. Get another firing ready, McMullin.
The blast had missed the Royal George.
A little early again, sir.
Yes.
Sorry.
The blast had missed the Royal George, but the direction from which it was fired must have surprised the British commander and his officers. Because of their location, the battery above them was out of sight. They could not raise their heavy smashers high enough to reach the long gun on the bluff. When their carronades returned fire with their 32-pound balls, their shots thudded against the cliffs below the bluff, breaking up rocks.
Fire!
Ready, sir.
All right. Fire!
An hour or so into the battle, Royal George had closed the range, but they still weren't able to elevate their carronades enough to send one of their cannonballs onto the bluff. But...
Take cover, take cover!
A 32-pounder! Just what we need. It bounced off the side of the bluff. Gets in spades. We're digging this one out and sending it back to them. Ladies, take a rest. No need to wrap this one. And so it happened. 3 times. The British fired 32-pounders, but they didn't actually hit anything or do any damage. One time, it was so far off, it landed right in front of Mrs. Vaughn's house.
Sounded like this.
Kaboom!
It was so loud, I thought for sure the sky had fallen.
Another gift from Hugh Earl of the Royal George.
The more he gives us, the more Royal George gets back.
Cease! Halt all operations. Royal George is retreating.
Well, I'll be damned.
Maybe she didn't like her own 32-pounders being fired back at her.
I'm not sure we even hit her.
Well, we certainly had enough powder to sink and destroy Royal George.
Earl got scared.
Yeah, scared.
Why is Royal George retreating?
The reason is no matter to us. Sackets Harbor is safe.
Huzzah! 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 following my big brother's footsteps. Pa!
Came back as soon as I heard. So proud of my boys. You both showed a lot of courage.
Well, you have to have courage to get your dreams. And courage, it isn't just a brave front. It is earned. And today, on July 19th of 1812, I had it. I, Rankin McMullin of the U.S. Brig of Oneida, had it. And I will be forever remembered. Because today is the day my dream of becoming a powder monkey became true. You might as well go home.
Fantastic job, Russell. Thank you for reading the entire book. We were totally mesmerized. Many people asked why the first two battles of Sackets Harbor were important at all, if no ships were sunk and there were no casualties. It was very important because it let the British know that we were serious, well-prepared, and determined, and that we weren't going to be conquered as easily as they thought. It gave us confidence. Are there any questions or comments from the class? Yippee! Okay. Molly.
Oh, Molly has something to say.
Please stand, Molly.
The powder monkey taught me that kids are part of history, too.
Perfect. Oh, not everybody at once now. Susie.
I think it helped me understand that fear is powerful, but courage is more powerful. And courage, well, it comes in many different forms.
Yes, courage is great and powerful. However, courage is not as powerful as the dismissal bell. So, Russell, what did you think of our hero Rankin?
Well, he's really cool and great and brave. But you're my hero too, Miss Lawrence, because you had us read The Powder Monkey.
Oh,